So they'll be calling you a radical this very historic day. March 10th. You know the Fukushima disaster happened here on March 10th that night. By the way, that most historic game ever played, well, I shouldn't say historic game ever played, but the greatest performance ever in the history of this building happened on March 10th, 2010. Anthony Johnson went crazy, never missed a shot in the second half, and upset Damian Lillard, who was ahead by 22 points, come back. By the way, Anthony Johnson passed away tragically in perfectly good condition, blood clot, on his little girl's birthday. There's been a lot of tragedy around here. The great Steve Klauke killed in a car wreck. Somebody just ran through the crosswalk and ran him over and killed him. A lot of tragedy. But I want to tag this the historic collapse of Big Sky basketball. And it's not just Weber State's collapse, and it's a collapse. Weber State has not won an NCAA tournament game since 1999. Weber State has not been to the NCAA tournament since 2016. It's an historic collapse of a marquee basketball conference. And it's not just Weber State. Do you realize they didn't get a 16 seed last year? They got a play-in game, which unless Portland State can win it, if Montana State wins it, Montana, if one of them win it, they're going to get a play-in game. I mean, I think the way the Big Sky Conference in basketball is going, they're going to lose their automatic berth to the NCAA tournament. It's that historic of a collapse, and it all starts right here at Weber State. Weber State was the marquee program. Win NCAA tournament games. I mean, this went on for decades, 60s, 70s. I mean, that 1980 loss here to Lamar. 90s, 95, 99. At least Randy Ray would take him to the tournament. He wouldn't give a shit about winning a tournament game, but it's not March Madness here anymore. It's March Sadness. This team is, well, it's beyond mediocre. They ended up 16-16 this year. That's counting, 3 or 4 D2 school wins. The Big Sky Conference has collapsed. You know how many NCAA tournament games they've won this century? 1. I think that was in 2007. Kristoviak. And these games aren't even close. They get a play-in game. They get a 16 seed. They get annihilated. They get blown out. And it's not talent. Incredible amounts of talent here. It's coaching. The coaching across the Big Sky Conference is absolutely pitiful. It really is pitiful. Well, and the athletic directors are pitiful. The whole culture is turned pitiful. They get talent here, but here's the problem at Weber State. These players know by now. They know by now this is nothing but a boot camp. They know this is nothing but a springboard for a professional career in Europe. Because this conference places this team, this program at Weber State produces incredible, and recruiting, that building recruits. The legacy of Weber State basketball recruits. Damian Lillard, Dylan Jones, Jerry Carding, Jeremy Sieglin, Joe Ballenboy, Scotty Bamforth. It recruits for itself because they know these young people are not stupid. They know. So when they get here, this isn't about winning. They know that. So they're trying to pad their own stats. You know, our point guard, as good as he was really good this year. He's a hell of a player, but you could see him try to pad his own stats. Well, and you can't blame him. That's what these players have to do. They know that this team's not going to win anything. They know this team's not going anywhere, but they know they need to get the attention to sign their contract in Europe and make the money. That's what it's turned into. It's actually sad. It's not March Madness anymore. It's March Sadness. And the culture here accepts. You should see the stands. Long time. They're done. They've been done for a long time. Mediocre. Oh, Damian Lillard's got some kind of love affair with Duff here, which I don't get it. But, and I love Lillard. Don't get me wrong about Lillard. I love Damian Lillard. I mean, what he's done as a person, he's incredible. He's amazing. But he's never won anything. Not in high school. He never went to the NCAA tournament. I mean, in the NBA, he's played, what, 7 or 8 playoff rounds, won 1. And I love Lillard, don't get me wrong, but there's a culture here. There's a culture in the Big Sky. And it's surely not about winning. And the NCAA, and it's, don't blame the NCAA committee. Don't blame them. They have to do this now because they know. They look at the path. Look at these teams. These teams are, I mean, Weber almost lost to a D2 team right off the get. Weber's never, well, will Weber State ever go back to the NCAA tournament? Maybe not. Maybe never. Maybe not my life. Because the culture's set in concrete and they won't budge here. They're not about to fix anything. They bleed money radically bleed money. They made a change of football, you know, that's different. Football's different over there. You know, the Mickey Mantle thing was an absolute disaster, which I still don't understand, that freak show. Why would you do that? Because they're degenerate, bitch. Historic collapse of an historic basketball conference. It's actually sad. This beautiful, incredible palace, which that's what it is. By the way, it's all geothermal right here. It's really cool as hell. And this palace is like the day it was built. It's a masterpiece. And talent, fuck. The talent they get here is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Winning, they don't win. It's a culture. And it's not just Weber State. It's the whole Big Sky. There's a culture been developed that it's really not about winning anymore. So, you know, these players know it. They come here, they springboard, have great careers in Europe, make a lot of money, a lot of them. They know that. There's going to be a bunch of players off this team go to Europe and do great. Weber State players always do because they get such talent here. The talent that comes here is incredible. Absolutely. And it's the culture, the old culture, this palace that recruits. But the coaching tree, it's pitiful. It's absolutely pitiful. It's really pitiful. You can't win with Damian Lillard. You can't win with Dylan Jones. You can't win with Jerry Harding. You're not going to win with nobody. And they're not going to change anything. This historic day, March 10th. It's a sad day. It's a very sad day. Very sad day. Stay tuned.